for a girl that just doesn't like you, she's like, oh, he pushed me. All right, in the jar.
Oh, no. Oh,
You know what I mean?
Oh.
It reminds me of the guy you were talking about where, you know, he robs a fucking post office and he's doing 10 years with murderers and fucking,
Yeah, that's right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Silly fucking humans.
You pop it out if you have to.
But Donny's old man was Charles Chickareeves, who used to be one of Sydney's biggest gangsters back in the old days.
Like which days are you talking?
Like I'm going back in the McPherson days and all that.
Right.
McPherson and
So correct me if I'm wrong, that was like maybe just an era before yours,
yeah,
right?
that was an era before ours.
Right.
Like they were the late 50s, 60s and 70s.
Yep.
And then as they were fading
Stan,
out,
George,
we moved
Lenny,
in.
those guys.
We sort of took the reins.
Did you ever kind of like...
And then I run with Stan for 13
Right.
years.
Can I ask, maybe this sounds a bit weird, but like in a way, did you ever kind of feel mentored by some of those guys?
Stan was like my father, I reckon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he was a wise cunt.
Right.
He was very wise, Stan. And as dangerous as he was and all that, I'm the only bloke who was game enough to fucking argue with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd fucking get right up him, you know.
Really?
Yeah,
What'd you
and
argue about?
Bruce, who owns this pub, he'd go, because Bruce used to run all the gambling clubs for him, right?
Yep.
And he'd go, oh, fuck me. Hey, don't fucking do that. I could grab him in public by the fucking throat and fucking shake him and I'd pretend I was choking him and not do anything to the fucking bloke. You know what I mean? But we'd have, but we'd argue like cats and dogs because
this is you and Stan Smith.
Yeah, but we'd be like the same, like we'd piss ourselves laughing. He was funny as a circus. He was fucking, but he was fucking switched on. He was very intelligent, had very good connections.
Really?
And as I say, he was a dangerous motherfucker. But
yeah,
if he said something I thought was out of school, I'd fucking burr him. You know what I mean?
But can I tell you something? I find that people like that, when you, like, in a weird way, when you challenge someone who has a lot of power, they actually see that as a sign of respect.
Oh, yeah.
Because think about it this way, you walk around and no one fucking says anything to you.
Yeah.
And then some dude pipes up, he's like, no, fuck, this is
and
different.
You just
it's
know
like,
when blokes are sucking up to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
You go,
So
fucking drop off, mate.
But people who have that sort of power, I think they respect being stood up to. I do.
Yeah.
Like when someone challenges me on an idea who works for us, like, this is one of us.
Yeah,
this is what we need.
Yeah, fucking
well, I don't want to be fucking sucked off.
No, that's right. No, exactly.
So what sort of stuff, like, in terms of your relationship with Stan Smith, like, what stuff would you challenge him on?
Oh, just fucking big things. Like one day we had a business fucking, a fucking thing where we were going to put all this stuff on the internet for all the strip clubs, which my mate who owned this pub, Brucey Harden, fucking owned. He owned like the Men's Gallery, the fucking Pure Platinum, Dancers at the Cross.
Yep.
Because he used to be in the illegal gambling scene, running all the clubs.
Underground.
Yeah. But, and then when they all fucking fell apart, then he moved into that area. So, now he's fucking flying. He's like fucking 78 or something. Yeah. But he's, him and Stan were fucking like that and thick as thieves and good fucking bloke. But one day we were down there and we were trying to put in this plan.
Stan.
Yeah, so I go to sit at the end of the table, the head of the table.
Yeah.
Because I'm running the fucking show and the bloke's there. So he takes it, right? So I end up sitting over here, right, just beside him. So he's up this end of the table. It's a big long one, about it's from there to there. Bruce is down that end. These people are here that we're doing the business with. They've all got the software for this fucking put up there.
Oh, for the strip clubs.
For all the strip clubs, for all the Sheilas and right. And connect them all, right? Connect them all and fucking and put out stuff on the fucking media. So it was when computers virtually were fucking just.
I was about to say this would have been early 2000s, right?
Yeah. Right. So anyway, we're fucking talking. Next when he fucking sticking his head in while I'm fucking talking.
Stan.
Right. Yeah. And I went, listen. Fucking pull your fucking head in, mate. 3 times around your head, once out your fucking mouth when you're ready. I'll just fucking ease up. That was one of his favourite sayings, 3 times around your head, once out your mouth. So in other words, think about it. I said, I'm fucking trying to talk here, you
That's
fucking
a good
prick.
one.
So anyway, we finished the fucking thing. So he knows I fucking never eat with chopsticks. I can't.
Right.
I fucking just fucking hopeless.
Yeah,
with it,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I'll grab a spoon and a fork too.
Yeah,
Myself.
me too.
Yeah.
Right. So he said,
Not
let's go
cultured
down
enough.
the Japanese restaurant now. I said, oh, fucking, yeah, righto.
Yeah.
So we go down there, we go in there with the people. So he decides to put me on show. And he knows deliberately, because he's been with me 100 times, not to give me chopsticks. So he gets me the chopsticks. I said, get me a knife and fucking fork. I don't want the fucking chopsticks. He said, I just learned like everyone else fucking does.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I fucking picked it up. Well, it shot off a fucking piece of steak.
Yeah.
Fucking went all over me fucking shirt. I went, fuck you in the fucking, give us a fucking fork. Right? I yelled out at the fucking bloke.
Was this at the Japanese restaurant?
So out he comes, give me a fucking fork, right? Anyway, he's fucking had a go at me. And so when we're in the cab, we're driving over to Balmain, me and this bloke called Stevie Morehouse.
Yeah.
And as we're driving along, me and Stan were in the back, and and I said, mate, you fucking put me on show back there, you fucking imbecile.
Yeah.
I don't fucking do that. Next one, he's fucking into me and I'm into him. And Steve's going, oh, for fuck's sake, you blokes. I said, fucking, you'll fucking kill each other in a minute. So anyway, we get down to the Unity at Balmain.
Yeah.
And he said, you wanted a beer? I said, get fucking drink with you. You drink there. So I go down the other end of the bar, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, he walks down at the end of the night and he goes, I'm ordering a cab, you want to lift home? So he just wanted to calm it, right?
Yeah.
And I went, fucking up in a cab with you, you can't fuck off.
Yeah.
Anyway, he didn't talk to me for 3 fucking months, right?
Over this argument?
Yeah.
Right.
Right? So anyway, he goes and Steve comes and sees me, who was running around with him too, and he said, oh mate, he was fucking near crying the other night. He said he fucking loves you.
Oh,
you know what
that's
I mean?
kind of nice.
And he said he had fucking all his eyes welled up, and he said, well, you were in the fucking wrong stand. I fucking did the wrong thing. I was fucking there.
Yeah.
I just fucking apologised. No, I'm not fucking apologising. He said, but, I should. So I went, fuck it, I'll go and see him. So I'm driving along Victoria Road.
Yeah.
So I used to know where he parked his car and everything, and he hated that.
Oh, really?
Right, because he was a real paranoid.
You didn't want to be known by anyone?
No.
Yeah.
So I knew everything, right? I said, so here's your address, 7 Sandbury Street. And he said, what are you fucking looking at me? I said, no, but I like to know where everyone is, just in case I need to get hold of you, right? He goes, and I said, anyway, you park your car under that fucking car park there early in the morning, then you hop on the fucking bus, right? So anyway, he's standing at the bus stop. I knew he'd be fucking hanging around the bus stop.
Yep.
So I'll wait for him to fucking get there. So he's down there with all these people ready to go to fucking work. I pull up on Victoria Road opposite the baby.
Waiting there?
Yeah, he's waiting up on the bus.
Really?
Yeah,
To go to where?
That's it. No, just going to Balmain.
What was he doing for work?
No, he didn't.
Oh, right, he just wanted to get the bus.
That's how he just got around. He'd
Right.
up on a train, he never fucking drove his car around.
Can I ask
because
why
he'd
would
get
he
on the
not
piss
Right.
and no, he just didn't want anyone knowing where he was.
Right.
He was one of them type of cunts.
Yeah,
Very secretive.
No phones, no nothing.
No.
Yeah.
So anyway, and if we had them, the batteries would be all out in them days. We'd have them all
yeah.
over the table, and they'd be over there, and we'd be here, right?
Yeah, gotcha.
So, or he'd say, "I'll meet you at number one."
Yeah.
Like number one would be a cafe. The next week it'd change. It'd be so if we said number one, the coppers turned up. We'd be at someone else,
Yeah.
right? So that's the sort of way you operated, right? Always changing fucking shit around and fucking pain in the ass, really.
Yeah.
But anyway, kept us safe. But anyway, you fucking so I pulled fucking up in the car, put down the fucking window, and I said, "How you going? You going to court over that rape blue to Swanton or?" Right? And he fucking looked at me, right, and there's 30 people all staring around. I said, "Well, I'll be in, I might as well take you to court." And he went, fucking opens the door, gets in, he said, "You fucking smarter." I said,
Is this
well,
after your disagreement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, "Well, so what?" So I drove around the fucking corner.
Yeah.
And I said, he said, "Where are we going?" I said, "We're going to the cafe shop around here. Where you park your car underneath." Right here. So we go there, and I drive straight in there, park right beside his car. Right? I said, "There it is, they're amazing. Look at that." He said, "You're a fucking smarter." So we go upstairs.
That's the best thing I've ever
So
heard.
we get up the stairs.
Yeah.
And I say, "Now listen, about that fucking argument we had," and he went, "Like that?" And I went,
Oh, like over the bridge?
Yeah, I went,
Yeah.
"What's that fucking shit?" He said, "It's over."
No, I get it straight away. I like that.
Yeah,
That's good.
It's over. And I went, "Right, so I don't even get a chance to fucking vent. Is that what you're saying?" That's right. He said, no,
That's
that's
the
it.
fucking best thing
Fucking
I've ever
over. So bang, we're good as go again.
Wait, so you didn't even get to fucking talk about it?
No,
It's just like,
okay,
it's finished.
Just went into fucking business.
Right,
Then.
and then after that, you guys are all good?
Yeah.
So so Stan Smith put away some pretty fucking bad people.
Oh yeah, he fucking knocks them.
Yeah, but
you know.
but I mean, let's be
Well, they
real.
were people moving in, trying to take over what they did, fucking, you know.
Well, I mean,
He just didn't fucking kill for the sake of killing.
that's what I
know
was
what I
going to
mean?
say.
Or
like,
get paid to do it.
correct.
You know what I mean?
So if I can be completely forthcoming here, and I think you'll agree with me, there were a few people that he killed that he should probably get a fucking community service
Oh,
award for.
fucking 100%.
Who do you think I'm thinking of when I say
Yeah,
that?
yeah, well,
Regan?
that could be Johnny Regan.
Yeah.
Well, there's another bloke who I knocked out. I knocked him out at 20, didn't even know who he was.
Really?
21 I was.
So that guy was like a proper psychopath, though,
He
right?
was a fucking mental case.
But proper psychotic,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, the first time I met him,
So this is what's his name again?
John Stewart Regan.
John Stewart
the
Regan.
magician, because every cunt disappeared.
And then he killed a kid.
Yeah, he killed the kid, and that's why they were filthy on him over
That was the tipping
But then he started annoying the fucking police and writing letters about the police when he was, you know, already. And they used to use him up for shit.
Right.
Like the McPherson gang would use him up, but he wanted to always be part of the team.
But they never let him in.
Right, but they never let him in, right?
Is this because
So-
he's a fucking child-killing
Yeah.
psychopath?
So not that, but that was the cattle. And then, but what happened? He went to Lenny McPherson's place one night, and when Len pulled into the driveway of his house at Gladesville, Prince Henry Street, he said, Prince Edward Street, he said, "What the fuck are you doing here?" He said, "I just come over to talk to you, Len. I've got a few things I'd like to talk to you about." He said, "All right, well, come in the fucking house." So he come in the house. Now this is not long after the kid disappeared, right?
Oh, really?
So next minute, his young bloke, who's his oldest boy now, Danny, he walks past and he said, in the look in his fucking eyes, looking at my fucking kid, I thought, "You're not fucking killing my boy,
How
you
old was this kid?
motherfucker." Oh, about fucking 5 at the time. Oh. So that's what he's thinking in his head. So he said to the boys, he said, "This cunt's got to go." So they got in touch with old Paddles Anderson, who was a Melbourne
He's a
crook.
painter and docker. Dude,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but he was a fucking, he was a strong guy up here for years. He was a good bloke, Paddles. He had the best connections in the world. Look, I wrote in my book.
Yep.
He got me before the right judge.
Yep.
Got me a fucking light sentence. Got me fucking out of jail early.
No, I read stories.
Yeah, you know, he had plenty of connections. So they decided they'd fucking fix him up. So he said, "Listen." So Fred called him and said, "Listen, they're going to let you in the team, right? You're going to join the team."
Right.
And he said, "So when you fucking meet them tonight, don't go bringing any of them silly bodyguards you got fucking hanging around you and all
He had
that
bodyguards
shit."
at
Yeah,
that
he
point?
always had bodyguards, right? He said, don't bring any of them cunts." He said, just come on your fucking pat." So he did. So he went down Marrickville.
No weapons?
He walked down the fucking, he would have had a weapon on him.
Right.
But he walked down the fucking alley at Marrickville where the 2-up game was. And George Freeman and Stan and another bloke just walked out and fucking emptied fucking gun, didn't he? You know, just fucking blew his fucking to pieces. Well, the whole jail cheered. That was 1974.
I was about to say, I feel happy hearing this story.
Yeah. No, well,
Is
that
that
was
bad?
1974. But Christmas was probably, say, November or something. So I would have been 21. So I was working as a bouncer at Redfern, a place called the Rocky Horror Cafe. It was like a place where all the drug trippers would go.
Right.
It was done out in psychedelic
Because
lights
you'd have been a
and
bit
all
younger
that.
at that point
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
And the boss was a Greek and he hated all the Curries. And all the Curries were fucking mates of mine.
Right.
Like I'd grown up with them, right?
Yeah.
So I had to stand on the door when they come up. I'd say, "Mate, you wouldn't believe it's a private party. You can't come in. I'll let you in one night when the fucking..."
Well, you said this to the Couriers.
Yeah. So they copped
mean,
it sweet. They
yeah.
believed me, right?
Yeah.
Well, one night, a couple of them fucking didn't, so I stepped into the cunt, right? But anyway, so I'm sitting on the fucking door and I've got my feet up on the door like that because they had to pay a surcharge to get in, right? I went straight into my kick
Yeah.
and I paid the boss and then we also paid the local cops,
Right.
right? With a bottle of whiskey,
Right.
right? The desk sergeant. Because you weren't allowed to take money on the doors, right? So next minute, standing on the fucking door, got my legs up, and this fucking bloke walks in, throws me legs out of the way, and said, "Get your legs out of the road, boy." Now, I was 21, he was about 30,
Right.
right? around that age. I'm not sure how old he was really, but he was about 30. So next fucking minute, his fat mate said, mate, don't get up. He said, that's Johnny Regan. I went, what the fuck's Johnny Regan? I didn't know who Johnny Regan was. Yep. You know, and I was a knockabout. But I'd probably read about him, but I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I just walked into the fucking, had like batwing doors.
Yeah.
I pressed open the batwing doors and I walked in. I went, hey, tapped him on the shoulder and I went, fucking wow.
Good.
Right,
Good
fucking
shot.
snored him,
What,
dragged
uppercut?
him out. Yeah, fucking KO'd
Straight on the
him.
chin?
Yeah, just fucking up him.
Out cold?
Yeah. So I dragged him outside by the fucking hair, right, got him around the corner and fucking staved him, you know, like kicked his fucking head in, right? Then I bashed his fat fucking mate, right, who was fucking
his bodyguard,
horrified.
or?
Yeah, probably, right?
So his shit bodyguard.
Yeah. So next fucking minute, the fucking police pull up and he said, so I go out with a box,
Yeah.
bottle of whiskey in it with a fucking little packet, right? You know, $200 or something. There, boys. And they went, whose food are they? I said, oh, some fucking prick called fucking Regan or something. And he walked around the corner, rolled him over, and he said, I'll be fucked, Abbo. He said, fucking, I'd leave this job if I was you. He's a fucking mental case, right?
Right,
he said,
right.
I said, he's a magician. And he said, no, he's not a magician. He said, they call him the magician because every cunt disappears.
So if you were 21, how old would he be in his 30s?
He would have been 30. Yeah.
So you just
And then April, the following year, he was shot dead.
So
So I used to fucking walk up and down the corner every night.
Yeah.
So I just walked up and down the
Yeah.
fucking street, down to the corner where Redfern Lane was, and just fucking.
Yeah.
I used to always have a look around the corner and fucking.
I mean,
you know?
to be fair, probably smart. So let's be real about this story. You've basically just king hit a fucking serial killing, psychopathic child
Who
murderer.
had a fucking massive reputation.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? Like, but it taught me something that fucking night, because I always said to myself after that, I don't give a fuck who anybody is.
Yeah.
You know, because reputation's really our dime a fucking dozen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to be scared of nothing.
Yeah. No.
I mean,
Well,
listen, man.
Look, if you don't fear death, and I don't fear fucking death,
Yeah.
that makes you a pretty formidable fucking opponent, let me say.
100%.
You know, like it's like blokes like out in the fucking nick, and I don't do it to brag or fucking anything else.
Yeah.
I'm fucking serious, and this bloke fucking shooting him out, bashing every cunt in the wing.
Right.
So I went over in the fucking yard, and I threw a fucking knife across the ground.
Yeah.
I said, pick that up. I got one, you got one.
Yeah.
Now let's go to the fucking end.
Yeah.
You and me. Oh, mate, I fucking not. No, come on, big tough guy. You've been flogging every cunt here.
Yeah.
Pick that cunt up.
What nationality was this guy?
Oh, fucking Turk or something.
All right.
Right, who I thought would pick up a knife,
Yeah.
and he fucking wouldn't.
Was this in which jail was this one?
Long Bay, down on the remand.
So with the Regan, what's his name again?
John
Regan.
Stuart
John
Regan.
Stuart Regan. Yeah. I mean, isn't it funny? It's like, let's be real. That was a community service fucking knockout that you did.
Oh, yeah,
But then
fucking
it's
right.
almost like Stan Smith comes
Well,
and
Stan
does an even better community
Well,
service.
he did a better fucking job than everyone.
Wait, do you reckon, like, correct me if I'm wrong, and feel free to correct the record on this, but do you feel like everybody knew who did it, but nobody gave a shit?
Yeah, of course. Oh, well,
So what the
police
cops
didn't give
just
a
like,
fuck.
oh yeah, fucking
Police
who
didn't give a
cares?
fuck. No, because the police fucking knew. They wanted him out of the road.
Do
He
you
was being a pest.
Did anyone go to his funeral? No?
Oh, probably they did, but
Yeah.
you know. But I remember the whole prison just cheered because when he died, I was in prison at the time at fucking Parramatta. The whole fucking jail just cheered.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know.
listen, you got to have a pretty fucking miserable life to have that many people dislike you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He only did over the Sheila, like she was a prostitute and she refused to work for him anymore.
It's fucking.
So he
it's
went
just-
and fucking.
So here you are, 21 years old, and you've just fucking kinged this.
Yeah.
How long after that incident where you put Regan to sleep?
Yeah.
Like how long after that did Stan shoot him to death?
Oh, that was probably about 8 months or something.
Really?
I mean, yeah, because that was before, that was late 83. And then I think it was April or sometime around then, 84, in April 70, what had it been? Yeah, 74 I think it was, they shot him. April 74.
Can I-
So not long after, 5 or 6 months. So I thought, oh, thank fuck. Because once I'd found out who he was.
Because now you're off the hook for getting
so
disappeared.
I thought, well, he won't be sneaking around on me.
Hey, it's one less person to look over the shoulder for.
I remember telling Stan the story. He said, oh, I don't believe that.
Really?
I said, pardon? He said, nah, just don't believe it. I said, I fucking knocked the cunt cold. Go and ask the fucking old sergeant up there. He's fucking still up there, right? And he said, oh, well, there you fucking go. So he said, oh, describe him how he looked in that time, because there's old photo of his, and he's got the old rocker hairdo and the, like how the Elvis Presley used to wear. He had very flat hair.
Yeah.
I said he had a suit on.
Yeah.
He said, was he pissed? I said, no, stone cold fucking sober. He said, that's good because he never drunk. I said, well,
He didn't drink?
No.
Really?
No, fitness fanatic and fucking all that fucking shit, I believe. But I don't know if he could fight or not, or he could hold his hand. I never really heard any stories that way, but he was just a violent fuck.
Apparently, yeah, from what I heard, he used to like punch on with the cops a lot.
Yeah, he was a cunt.
Yeah. Like a pretty fucking wild animal of a human, basically.
Yeah.
But also, like, just because
he used to kill possums
that's
and all
what
that for fun.
I swear you can read my mind, bro. That's what I was about to say.
See, when you,
I was about to say the same fucking thing.
When you start killing animals, then you're a fucking sick
Yeah,
cunt.
I swear you can read. See, this is your spirit fucking
it
popping
is.
up again, mate.
Yeah,
now you
I
read
can
my
read.
thoughts.
Yeah, right.
I was about to say, anyone who fucking kills animals as a child, but like he would do it in front of people as well, which is sort of like, it's like flexing.
I mean, he used to fly over like places that were in the dry season up north, right? He'd fly people over and he'd sell them real estate in the plane, right? While they're flying over it. He said, right, there's 100 acres there, there's 100 acres there, right? Oh, he'd get it for a song because it was swampland.
Right.
Right? The next fucking minute it just turned into swamp.
Really?
Like he did all that sort of shit, real estate, and then he run moles. He run plenty of fucking pros.
It says a lot about people that work in real estate.
My mate down there, Donnie, he had a couple of fights with him, so did his father. His father tried to fucking kill him.
Really?
Yeah.
So
And Donnie used to carry his father's gun around for him.
Can I ask, like, I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but like, I assume you'd never spoken about that incident with Stan. Like, he probably would never have talked about what he did, right? Like, it's one of those, the less you know sort of, or did you talk about it?
No. I was probably the only bloke he'd ever open up to.
Are you happy to share what he said to you about that?
Well, he just said to me one day, he was sitting there and he was pretty pissed this afternoon.
Yeah.
And I went to the Bayview Hotel to see him. And I said, you look a bit fucking forlorn today. Just a lot of shit coming back. Right? And I went, all right. And he went, and I said, what about your past, you mean? He went, yeah, just some shit coming back hitting me. You know what I mean? He said, you think about these. I said, of course you do. I said, but yeah, I block it. He said, well, so do I. But it's just come back today. Just had a bit of a shit fucking day.
Right.
And I went, and I said, well, did they fucking deserve it? And he said, fucking oath they did. Well, I said, well, they were playing the same game, weren't they? You didn't kill anyone for fun, did you? He said, no.
Yeah.
And he said, I said, so how many is it really? Is it 25? And he went,
what is that?
16.
Okay, fucking Jesus.
And I went, I wonder, they've probably jumped out the fucking woodwork at you.
Just fucking
know what I
shooting
mean?
fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I get it, man.
But you look at him, you know, he's this little fucking black, glasses, flat hair, fucking...
Which one's this we're talking about?
Stan the man.
Right.
Most unassuming, like where Nettie Smith looked the gangster. I mean, Stan did in his younger days, his fucking hat on.
Some of his mugshots look pretty gangster.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, he got a good mugshot, let's be real.
Oh,
That's some real good fucking mugshots.
There is a funny mugshot of him. That's when he sort of got into the LSD and that,
really?
around that. But see, why he moved on from Lenny and George and all them is because, see, everyone thinks McPherson and Freeman and all that were all into drugs.
No,
they fucking weren't.
No, I
They were gamblers, mate, right? So Stan tried to get them to move in. He said, this is the new era. We got to move in. So they went down and fronted Michael Hurley, my mate, and they said,
Right.
right, you're the one with the power on the wharf.
Yeah.
You've lived here all your life. And they knew how strong he was on the wharf, right?
Yeah.
And they said, and he had all the seamen tied up, all the fucking tally clerks, right? Everyone, right? So that's where we used to pinch everything from, right?
Yeah.
Down the wharves. But so you go. So he said, so what about you come over to our gang? We want you in the gang. Because they wanted
Mick
the
Hurley?
waterfront. Yeah.
Right.
So he said, but the other boys don't want to play, but you come up and play with me.
Yeah.
Right? And he went, if I can bring him, and him. He said, no, you can't bring no one else.
Right.
It's just you. Right? He said, nah. Then after that, he seen him sitting off him one day in Double Bay, and he got fucking horrified because Mick was horrified. He couldn't even hold his hand up.
Yeah.
Mick, you know what I mean? He was just a fucking smart.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was Mick the one that got caught with Mark Standen? Is that the?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the ice thing.
Yeah. No. He didn't get pinched with him. No,
Not that
Standen tried to fucking lock him up.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
No, Standen. But at one stage they were fucking like that.
Mick and Stan?
Yeah.
Really?
No. Yeah. Not only Mick and Stan, but Mick and Standen.
Really?
Yeah, Mark
I
Stan
didn't
from
know
the crime
this.
committee. No, they were fucking sweet.
Really?
Right? And then the little bloke who tried to knock me, he got on side with him through
Right.
this other fucking dog called Neville Tween, right? Who was a fucking woman killer and a rapist.
What was his name?
And Neville Tween, his
Right.
proper name is. He's dead now. I always reckon he was the North Shore rapist,
Really?
right? Who they never ever caught.
What years was that between? It was between.
Oh, we're going back in the 70s when the
Right.
North Shore rapist was running around.
Neville
And
Fox.
he was the super fit fucking bloke. And he fitted the description like a fucking T. But that Mark Stan had covered him over for a fucking murder that happened at Newport years ago.
Really?
With a little young Sheila, I forget her name now.
Well, he killed a girl.
Yeah, he killed his Sheila. But he was a real sex fiend. So
Really?
that Stanton used to go to fucking sex turnouts with him where him and his wife run.
He used to go to what?
But they go to these swaps and fucking...
Like swinging
Yeah,
things.
swinging joints.
Could you
and-
imagine? I could never.
Yeah. So
I
fucking,
couldn't do it, bro.
Not my
Fuck,
fucking
that's
go.
not my cup of tea either.
My wife would
Wait,
stab me
here,
in the fucking neck.
cheers to fucking,
Yeah.
cheers to fucking one at a time.
My wife would stab me in the fucking neck.
Yeah, bro. That would not be a vibe.
But
Right. Okay. So Stanton was swinging
yeah,
around
so
with this.
you know,
lovely
so
character.
yeah. But then he turned and went with this other bloke because he was earning good money and fucking, and he was a bad gambler. So when
Right.
you're a bad gambler, you're going to be.
So
corrupt.
yeah, I'm aware that
Once you're a bad
take
gambler,
that,
you're fucking corrupt as fuck.
Yeah,
You know
so-
what I mean? You're going to get fucking caught
So
with
it
your
was
pants
the
down.
beautiful photo, by the way. The
Hey?
screensaver, beautiful.
Oh
beautiful.
yeah, that's made me message. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Can I have a look? That's a fuck.
Yeah, geez, that's an
Is it?
old one. That one.
That's a beautiful
That's
photo.
mine. That's my oldest daughter.
Is that Rebecca?
Yeah. Geez, we're only
Mate,
fucking.
what a
kids,
fucking
yeah.
good-looking cup, mate. You guys could be fucking cover models back
Yeah,
then.
yeah, she was
Jesus
a good. She was a good
Christ.
sort.
55 years, eh?
Yeah, she was a fucking good sort.
That's beautiful, bro. I love that so much. That's a good photo.
And she is a solid bastard. I've got to give her that.
Oh, I mean, come on, man. Like, obviously, look at the half a decade of loyalty and
Oh, yeah.
tolerance, I think is another good word.
Fucking 100%.
So, all right. So this Mark guy, so he's a gambler. He's
Yeah,
constantly in debt,
so he
and
ended
then
up-
he's swinging around with this Neville
Yeah.
character. What happened to that Neville dude, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, he got pinched for eventually for bringing coke into the country.
Yep.
And as I say, that Stanton used to warn him, tell him fucking things, because they were monitoring him all the time.
They were what?
Anyway, monitoring him.
Right.
Because he was always bringing something here, by boat, or he'd weld stuff on the side of boats in the ports overseas, right? South America or wherever it was, put coke in there, fucking heroin, whatever it was,
Right.
and get it here, then they'd go under the water and then fucking unweld it and fucking take it out of the water. So he blamed a couple of mates of mine that disappeared a couple of times,
Yeah.
bad fucking luck.
Oh,
But he was only a mutt. But anyway,
and he's no longer with us, this guy.
no, he's gone.
How
gone
did he
to,
die?
Forget he just died in prison.
Have you ever
He's
seen a
just
movie called?
fucking piece of shit.
It sounds like the world's better off, to be
Mm.
honest. Yeah, that actually sounds putrid. I wonder if you're right about that North Shore rapist thing.
Oh, fucking! I
know
reckon
what I
I
mean?
was spot on about
Yeah,
it.
Go
I
for it.
reckon I was spot on about him.
Yep.
you know, and this bloke used to be a fitness bloke who used to run around. Run around there, and his story was, I'm looking for me dog at Suckenburn, and then he'd fucking just hit them on the tin when he realised they were home on their own and get about them. But he was always a real mad sicko.
Did you ever meet a guy in prison, I'm going to ask you, this is an interesting one to me, by the name of Tony Hines from Maroubra?
Fucking grub.
Yeah.
Well, see that little daughter there of mine?
Yeah.
He looked at her on a visit one day and went, right?
Yeah.
As soon as I come off the visit, and I made a fatal mistake, I told fucking Ned. I went and grabbed the blade.
Good.
Right? I was just going to fucking jam him in the yard. And next minute, as he's coming off the fucking visit, after I'd already come off it, I'm waiting in the yard of his yard, well, where he is. I could walk around pretty much freely, right? So, but I told fucking Ned, I said, I'm going to fucking cut that cunt head off.
Good.
Right?
Oh,
So next fucking minute, he calls him over the wing. I see him talking to him at the fucking thing, and he come up the yard, and everyone was in there hitting the pads and training, right? And I'm just standing there like that. And I went, come here. He went, no, whoosh, in the fucking wing. Never seen him for fucking week.
What did Ned do with this situation?
He just fucking give me up that I was going to fucking blade him.
Could you imagine?
He always wanted the young blokes on side. He loved, you know,
just associating
Ned was a good manipulator. Like, even when I got to the jail, the minute I got to the fucking jail, the head sweeper come up to me and he said, you know where Ned hides his knife? I said, no, where's he hide it? He said, in the shower block there, I'll show you. So he shows me where the blade is. So I said, oh, fuck it, I'll take it. So I took his blade, stuck it down me fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
And then he said, he's been telling everyone he's going to fucking blade you. I said, is he? Well, you get a fucking red shot, because he knows what I'm like with a fucking shiv, right? So next minute the screw come over and she said, oh, Ned said you can come into his cell tonight. I said, well, he ain't going to do nothing in there. So I walked into the cell, he was, oh, hey mate, here you going, fuck, right? And I said, I'll spend the fucking night here. I'm not fucking staying too out with you. So anyway, I was sitting there thinking during the night, I should just get up and fucking put this fucking through him. You know what I mean?
Bro, it sounds like you had so many opportunities to get this bloke.
But then I used to think, fuck it. And what's the fucking point? Like,
I feel
you know, I'm already doing fucking 8 years. I don't want to fuck up my family.
It feels like the story
you know what I mean?
Here's what I take away
I don't want to fuck up my family.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean? Because they're the ones who're suffering, not fucking me. I couldn't give a fuck if I was doing 15. You know what I mean?
Here's what I take away from the situation with you and Ned Smith, and correct me if I'm wrong in my analysis here.
Yeah.
It feels like every chance you had to get him, the repercussions outweighed the benefit of doing it, right? Because it's more time away from your family. Yeah. It's a reputation that you didn't need.
I mean, I would have been able to get away with it, like on the street, and I was going to get him, but you know, as I told you, it got foiled.
But I feel like it would have come with too many problems than what it's worth.
And it would have. And as I said, like, your street rep goes up then to the fucking shit house. Yeah. Right? Next minute, you know, I'm the fucking man, or I'm fucking seeing the jacks, or...
And it comes with more problems than what you want.
And next minute they'll, you know, because I've always said the jacks don't ever fucking put me on the fucking... You know, or corner me in some fucking room like you fucking do with him, right? Because I'll just punch on with you. You know, I mean, we used to knock the coppers out left, right and centre.
Yeah, but it feels like...
fucking organised crime squad, all of them.
It feels like your view with him was like, life's just going to sort this cunt out.
Yeah, fucking oath.
And
that's what it was in the end. I knew he was falling down, mate.
Yeah.
He was drinking like a fish. His liver was fucked.
But can I say...
And then he fell apart.
Yeah, but to your credit, look at where we are, you know?
Oh, fucking
You've got your beautiful wife, your beautiful kids. We're here having a fucking cold beer, enjoying life.
And I liked his wife, and I like his kids.
Do you still like them?
Yeah, fucking have I do.
Do you still talk to them?
Yep.
Really?
Still talk to Deb all the time.
Bullshit.
Yeah, she's best. My wife and her are good friends.
Wow.
And as I said
that's a spin
like, just because he's not my, you know, what he did to me is between him and I. You know, it's got no reflection on her. I mean, if she was horrible to me and fucking said, well, I wouldn't talk to her. But she'd never been like that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? She probably didn't like, I mean, even she used to come and get copies of my book for her friends.
Really?
Yeah, fucking oath.
And your kids get along with her and everything?
Yeah, they love her. Only Deb, they fucking love her.
Can I tell you,
And she's a funny bastard. She's good value, mate.
Can I tell you what, she sounds like
And she was fucking just filthy on him, like.
Really?
She'd know that he was down there rooting his girlfriend, so she'd just go down with the fucking shotgun.
Bullshit.
Yeah, fucking oath. Walk in the fucking pub at Pim on here, the quarryman, they'd all fucking run like fuck.
Are you for real?
Yeah, I'm fucking
So
serious.
his wife had come from Newcastle to Sydney
fucking oath.
with a shotty.
And my wife would be ringing her up saying, no, don't go down, Deb, don't go down.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
That's the best story I've ever heard.
Oh, another time she went around the girlfriend's flat and they punched on in the fucking house. And
Really?
oh yeah, no, she had to get bloody going.
She
that
seems
Deb,
pretty
but-
well put together. Well
Oh, she was a good girl.
like she seems
And
nice.
she's having a good life now. She's having a terrific life.
That seems like what
You
it
know
is.
what I mean? She's she's
Whatever-
a good girl. Deb.
Whatever
I like
happened to, here's a bird that I know you're going to hate. See if you can read my mind. Who am I going to say?
her. Kathy Flannery.
Yes.
Oh, look, I've got to say this about her. She was loyal as fuck to Chris Flannery. Loyal as fuck to him. Fucking, near fucking dressed him, mate. Like fucking dressed him when he was going out, doing his toll out, fucking.
Yeah, he loved his
They were
suits.
like that. But she had a lot of pull with him. But the only thing I didn't like, and like she actually called the hospital when my wife was having my youngest daughter
Right.
and said,
that Lauren, sorry?
enjoy your husband, enjoy your baby, your husband won't be with you much longer.
I read that in the book.
Yeah.
Did you tee off over that?
And I fucking knew that it must have been her because no one else knew.
Did you tee off over that?
No, but I always said if I ever would have run in, I would have just fucking let her have it.
Can I tell you, that'd be the only woman that probably...
I never saw her after
wait,
that.
you could get a whole pass.
Oh,
for that one.
mate,
Hey, there are some women I think you get a
everyone
whole
said
pass.
it. George Freeman said everyone
Yeah.
who's ever known her. Even a bloke sent me a photo of her not long ago up at the Gold Coast.
Right.
Said here she is. She's here all the time. Know where she lives. I said,
So she's still alive?
yeah. And I said, oh, that old ugly old dog. I said, we can give a fuck about her. I said, who's the bloke she with? She said, oh, they're just squareheads from around here, like they're not crooks. And she's only ever liked fucking Flannery.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know,
Can
I just got to say she was solid with him and, you know, and she fucking loved him to the fucking shit out.
Can I tell you-
But she was a fuck. When she come and asked me one night during this gang conflict talk we're having this night.
Gang...
And she
yeah.
said, can I just ask you something about? I said, yeah, what's that, love? And she said, how many people have you killed? I said, if I'd killed anyone, you'd be the last cunt I'd tell. That's what I said to her.
I swear you can read my
So
mind.
she
That was
went-
my next question I was going to ask you.
She went over and said to him, we're sitting in this Tony Eustace's bar, and whispered in his ear, and he had a bourbon, he used to drink bourbon, he's drinking it, and he started chewing the glass, and I thought, what's that supposed to imitate me?
Intimidate me.
Intimidate me. I went, fuck me, Dad.
Can I ask you, do you think she, like, obviously she loved that guy, but do you
Yeah.
think she also enjoyed the drama?
Oh, I think she
I feel like-
she wanted him to be number one. He wanted to move up here and think, if I take out Lenny, take out George, take out fucking Ned, because
Right.
he would have taken Ned out in the end,
Yeah.
and fucking me,
Yeah.
and then he would have been Mr. fucking Kingpin.
But I think to your credit, you kind of picked it and you said, what are you fucking
Ah,
going to do
fuck.
at the top? What
I
are you
said
going
to
to
Ned,
do?
don't even put him in the fucking crew. What are you even knocking around with him for? He's a fucking toe cutter.
Yeah.
You know, he stab you in the fucking back.
Do you reckon he just kind of,
I like he was a likeable cunt. I knew him before Ned.
yeah?
We got on good. But I wouldn't have ever done anything with him. Never would have done a thing with him. But as a bloke sitting down,
Yeah.
good bloke. As soon as she turned up, he changed his attitude.
Yeah, I read in your book you said he
Very-
wasn't afraid of anyone except her.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you think he did that murder of that couple in front of their kid, or you're not sure?
Not real sure about that
Yeah.
one. I mean, I knew that bull and that who were doing the fucking pot at the time, and I mean, no one here had heard about fucking Flannery. We'd never heard of him.
Oh, so this is
how
before
they
he
would
was
have
in
heard.
Sydney.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
before he's in Sydney, and so that happened up in Wollongbar or fucking somewhere like that.
Yeah.
And he was from Victoria. I don't know if it's true or not. I just think they put
What does your
him
gut
to
tell
it.
you? Because you've got a good gut instinct.
Yeah, I don't think he did it.
Yeah, right.
I just don't think he did it. You know, but
man, whoever
he
it-
fucking fancied himself like
Yep.
as the fucking man, you know. Like I remember I was talking about that Kevin Holland. We're at a pub.
I've read this part of
We'd
the
been to
story.
a wake, and we were back at the fucking Cricketers' Arms at Balmain. And he said, "Who's this cunt?" I said, "That's that Flannery." And he said, "I might knock the cunt out." And Kevin knock out anyone, right? He was a fucking good fighter.
Yeah, he sounds like he was
No.
born with the
He-
gift of
I
having
just-
hands.
Yeah, he fucking.
Is he
would've
Aussie?
just- Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He would have just flogged him.
Is he still? Do you mind if I ask?
He's
is he
still alive. I think he's had
Yeah.
a bit of a turn, a bit of a stroke or
Is he
something
inside
like that.
or is he
no,
out?
No, he lives out Liverpool way somewhere.
Right.
But he's,
Some of those stories, man, of him in jail fighting.
no, he was a tough boy.
Yeah. Do you reckon in another life he could have been a boxer?
Okay. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And would have been a good one and would have been a champion and would have been a champion football player. I mean, all the fucking screws and that. You know, like we used to get blokes like, what's his name? He used to be the Eastern Suburbs coach, Jack Gibson.
Yep.
In his day. He used to bring out blokes to Parramatta Jail and we'd play football against them, right?
Yep.
And he'd give us a fucking run through of stuff and he'd say, and he'd ask all the blokes, "How long are you doing?" "Fuck, you can play, mate. Fuck, you can play."
What do you
And he
mean?
said
Why?
that to
What
Kev.
was the
Mate, be going,
criteria?
15 years. And he'd go, "Oh, fuck." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He couldn't believe the amount of talent that was sitting in that fucking prison system.
Yeah,
rotting
I
away.
mean, it's a sad thing, man.
Yeah.
There are some fucking talented
And
people
mate
in
of
jail.
mine, Lindsay Gill, who was a fucking, he was in for rape.
Yep.
But a good looking cunt. Don't know why he had to rape any
Do you know what's
cunt.
funny?
I
Listen,
don't even know if he did.
on that point, that Tony Hines guy.
He was a
same
fucking
deal.
Yeah, well,
Like,
that's why.
but proper rapist.
Yeah, well, he raped fucking Joy's girl,
Who?
Joy Abbotton's girl. And that's why
Yeah.
Joy fucking got him and fucking shot
Have
him.
you read that book?
And then he said to me, no, Joy said
Wait,
to
Joy
me.
said this to you?
Yeah, Joy said to me, he said, "Abbo," he said, "what's going to happen to me when I hit the fucking prison system?" You know, he said,
Right.
wasn't Tony Hines Ned's fucking. I said, "No, fucking Ned wouldn't give a flying fuck, mate."
How did you get in touch with him?
Joy, I met him. I was in the cells with him. We both went to court for
But
the
he
same.
was only in for petty crime, though, right?
No, he was in for killing Hines.
But I thought that was on remand. Like
well, that's
But he
what it
beat the
was.
case, right?
Yeah, I was on remand with him.
Right.
So he came in.
Oh, yeah, can I tell you something? Like, fucking community service again,
Yeah.
right? I mean, big time communities. Like, that fucking had to happen.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if have you read the book?
But I saw a bloke, it was funny, there was a story on TikTok about the next detective talking about him today.
About Tony Hines?
Yeah, about
You're
Tony
on
Hines.
TikTok?
Yeah, on fucking
That's the
TikTok.
best.
Fucking talking
I
about
love
fucking
that
him.
you're on TikTok.
Yeah.
How much, like, honestly, does that, like, make you just appreciate life?
That's another one. Also.
Just look. That's beautiful. So you guys have been together since you were how old?
20.
Doesn't it make you appreciate the good things in life?
Yeah.
Right.
I just got out of Goulburn, actually.
What's that, sorry?
I just got out of Goulburn and I went to a fucking turnout where all my mates used to go over Sunday night. It was
Yeah.
like a fellowship thing at a church hall.
Yeah.
And I went, "Oh, fuck, who's she?"
So you saw her at the hall?
Yeah,
Did you approach her or?
no, I didn't say anything to her, but she was pegging me, I was pegging her.
Yeah.
And then a fucking mate of mine fancied her, and he was a surfy and she was a surfy, right? So he went over and he fucking took, and then next fucking minute, I walked in with a girlfriend to this dance the following week, and I had the Sheila hanging off my arm, and I saw her there. Anyway, I got up on the stage and I sung fucking Summertime. Right? Summertime and the living is easy, right? Anyway, I sung that. As I come down off the stairs, she walked up to me and I just brushed my girlfriend. Fucking walked out with her.
No.
Yeah, just brushed her, left her fucking stand there.
Did you know from day one that she was the one?
Oh, fucking I just knew.
Yeah.
No, I'd never told any Sheila I fucking loved her.
Yeah.
I used to just fucking dart them and fucking move on. You know what I mean? No, fuck that. Fuck that.
To harder move on.
Yeah,
At 20 years old.
Fucking, I'd been up and I could charge for Carno when I was 13. She was 13, I was 13. I'd been rooting since I was a kid.
Do you know the other thing? I love in your book, you're like, I've got a fucking high sex drive.
Oh, yeah, I have.
You said your girlfriend at 16, you just fuck 3 times a day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, that was Julian Rogers.
Yeah.
Used to ample her all day.
Do you feel like you'd lived multiple lives before you met your wife, though? Like, because to be real, before you got to 20, you'd been through some fucking shit for a long time.
Fuck yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So most people settle down at 30, right?
Yeah.
But you'd really gone through 20 years of chaos in 10,
Oh,
between the
fuck
ages
yeah.
of 10 and 20.
You know.
So I feel like when you met her, you've already gone through quite
And
a
I'd
bit.
already worked with blokes, like blokes in like 50 years of age, and they sought me out. They used to know me from the pub,
Yep.
you know, when I was fucking 18 and that, right? Or 17 when I was first drinking in that, right? And they'd come up doing that, and the bloke grabbed me one day, Melbourne Frank we called him.
Melbourne Frank.
Melbourne Frank,
Right.
and that's where he come from, and he was a real big old bloke, and there was 2 Melbourne Franks that come from around that way, but one was an Italian bloke and the other bloke was an Aussie. So he come and confronted me. He said, I believe you're pretty good at fucking insurance jobs and that. I said, yeah, what do you want? So he put me into a go, which was all these factories. So I fucking burned them to the shit house, fucking acetyloned them and fucking did what I had to do.
Right.
And then I did a few more things for him, and then one day he put me into a big fucking go. It'll be in the movie.
Yep.
And
I'm pumped for that, by the way.
Of fucking cigarettes, right?
Yeah.
Like a big truck. Anyway, the way they did it was fucking hell smick. I'll leave it for the fucking movie. But something really heavy happened there.
Right.
Like after it was done, they fucking put one in someone. Right? And I went,
That was involved in the deal.
yeah.
What for?
And I went, fuck, am I going?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I went, I was ready to fucking do the Harold Dole. It was on a big property, right?
Really?
And they'd buried it with a fucking big tractor.
No.
The fucking whole trailer, right? And then fucking put him off. Right? And I went, holy fuck.
You think that was your time?
So, as I did,
Yeah.
they put me in the car as we were going, and they pulled the car over on the side of the fucking road. I went, I'm in fucking trouble. Or am I? I'm thinking myself, you know? And
Or am I?
He turned around like that, the main bloke. And he was the one who went. He said, did you say anything tonight? No? Not a fucking thing. Fuck. What are you talking about? And he said, you don't talk? The other bloke said, I told you he's fucking solid as a rock, mate, right?
Yeah.
And I went, mate, on my fucking life, I won't talk about it unless yous are all fucking dead. Right?
Fuck.
Right? The whole fucking lot of us.
Yeah.
Right? And he went,
How
all right,
old were
mate.
you at this time?
18, 17.
Fuck.
Right?
Was this in?
And I went, ooh, right?
Yeah.
I never asked why.
Yeah.
I think they didn't trust him. They did the job with him. He was the one who set it up.
You know what I think, man?
I went,
That's your guardian angel
you know,
again, bro.
Yeah.
That angel's been following you your whole life.
Fucking always.
You know?
Always.
Like you think about all the bad stuff that's happened and it's fucking horrible and it's putrid and
Yeah.
it is what it is. But like we said on the podcast in the studio, like you can't choose the hand that you dealt, but you can choose how you play it.
Oh, fucking
You know,
okay.
and I think you've played the hand that
We've
you've
all
been
got a choice, mate.
That's it, my man.
know?
And you've played your hand exceptionally well, and I think it's evident by the fact that you're here, having a couple of cold beers,
Yeah.
got your beautiful family,
Yep.
you're alive.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly,
Like,
exactly.
what more could you want?
Yeah, exactly.
Like when I hear people fucking complain that work for me, I'm like, some people that I know would kill for your worst day.
Yeah, that's
Your
right.
worst day
Yeah,
could be
that's right.
someone else's best day.
Yeah, fucking
you know what
100%.
I mean? So it's
Well,
like,
I just say to them, like, they say, how do you fucking... And the lady said to me down the pub one day,
yeah, this
she
one
just
or-
finished reading... No, up at Warner's Place. She said, I just finished reading that Rogerson's book and someone else's book, fucking Eddie Smith. So she said,
I haven't read his, to be
how
honest.
did you ever fucking survive? And I said, I've got no fucking idea, Dale.
It is. Can I tell you, Graham? I've thought the same thing, man. Like I've even read your book, and
And I only wrote it because of what he wrote.
yeah, I feel like you
So
got.
I responded to it.
I
you
feel
know?
no. I feel like you got roped into
And-
writing that book.
Yeah, and
You
I don't.
seemed reluctant
because
to wanna
otherwise
do
I never would have fucking opened my mouth.
Yeah.
Look, I like to fly under the radar, mate.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be the fuck. That's why I didn't want. I said to Ned, I'm your partner. You can be the fucking boss, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He said, no, you're the. I said, no, you are. This is a conversation we had in the car one day.
Yeah.
And then even that Clive Small, who was the assistant commissioner of police, on that vice
Yeah.
thing, he got up there and he said Ned was the prolific headline, and Abbo was the organiser.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
do you feel
and
like
he was right. I was the one who fucking planned everything. I was the one who did the homework. I enjoyed doing that.
Yeah,
that was
but
what I
like-
did. I was good at it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you never went away for anything apart from violence, right? Isn't it funny that that was like the only thing that fucked you up?
Yeah, one car thing that I took the rap from me mate for,
Yeah, bro, I gotcha.
and a drug thing that where they loaded me up and shot me at North Sydney in 1981.
All right, hang on. We're going to pause. What's that story? How did you get shot at North? Because I live at North Sydney now.
Yeah.
So how did you get shot at North Sydney?
Well, I got shot in Mount Street there.
I live around the corner from Mount Street.
Well, it was Mount Walker Street, right? And there used to be the pub there, the Mount fucking whatever it was
Not
called.
the
pub. It was just a pub.
near
Now
Rag
it's a
and
fucking building.
Yeah, okay. Because you got Rag and Famish on the corner. You got the Union
that's
Hotel.
the next one down.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So now it's all blocked off. Fucking.
Yeah.
I did a podcast there not long ago.
Did ya?
I called Macca's Old School. It's called.
This
Yeah, I
one's
did
gonna
it
be
right
well
out the front of the place, and I said that's where it happened, right here.
Right.
But he was an undercover copper. Now I'd seen him do business with other people. That's why I fell into him.
Right.
And I was a bit desperate. I just got out of the camp for doing 9 months over a gun.
Right.
That's when I saw my spirit at that time, right?
Yep, I know what you're talking
Right, my
about.
soul. So when I got out, I said, I've got to go and fucking earn a quid. So I had an E-type Jag at the time that was fucking in getting fixed. And it was getting all the motor fixed. That was a V12 fucking E-type. Wish I had the cunt today. And
What happened to it?
I fucking lost it in the end.
Right.
But because I went to the can. But it was going to cost me $6,000 for the rebuild of the motor, right? Mm-hmm. I said, all right. So I was in contact with them and all that, and they said, oh, we'll need another fucking couple of grand in a week. And I went, right. So I went, fuck. Anyway, I walked in this pub one day at Wallara and fucking, here's this Sheila I know with a fucking bloke. And I thought, they're fucking drug squad coppers. So I walked in, I said, what are you doing with them? Fucking, oh, they're talking to my friend here. So I said, when they left, and they knew me, right, the two blokes that were with me pissed off as soon as they seen them.
Right.
So I fucking should have gone too. I should have gone too.
Right.
So,
is this in North Sydney?
Yeah, right. No, this is at Wallara Hotel, right, in town. And I said, what are you doing with them, mate? He said, oh, they've been fucking quizzing me, following me. He said, I do a little bit of stuff. And I said, oh, that's all right, mate. Anyway, I knew the Sheila used to get on the fucking shit.
On the
heroin,
right.
And I went, oh, I said, all right, because that shit wasn't even fucking flowing at the time, right? And I went, oh. Anyway, started fucking talking to him, and he said, couldn't get me fucking ounce, could you? I said, yeah. So I got him a fucking Oz, fucking bang. And I fucking chopped up the shit out. He said, could you get me 8 ounces? That was the follow-on. I said, yeah, good as gold. And I said, but I'll tell you something, mate. I'll meet you at North Sydney in the fucking hotel there, lunchtime, because it's always chock-a-block with all the workers, right? Because it's just a pub on its own, and I thought, fuck, it seems a bit fucking odd around here today when I pulled up there. But when I went in,
was it a weekday or a...
It was, during the week.
Right.
So anyway, I fucking got there, I fucking looked around. I spotted this big LTD up the road, this bloke with a big beard. I'd look at him first, I went,
Yeah.
Anyway, so I walked in the pub and here he is. So I started talking to him. I've got the fucking stuff in the car. I said, you look a bit fucking nervous, mate. And he said, no, I'm all right. So he's wired up, right? I said to him a week prior, if you set me up, you fucking rip me off,
Yeah.
I'll blow your fucking head off.
Yeah.
Right? I will fucking kill you, mate.
Yep.
Trust me, I'll fucking kill you. So I went straight up to that. When they heard that, they said, shoot him on sight. That was the order that come. Roger told me that. Shoot him on sight.
But hang on, just to be clear, why did they want you to go there for a deal if they're going to whack you? Or was it just to get you there to get whacked?
Yeah, because they were going to do this big drug arrest. Remember, we're talking like in those days, that was big money. We're starting to think about, big drug deals and like pounds of heroin and fucking shit
so
like
they
that.
wanted to get you there, set you up, entrap you, and then shoot you.
So this is the drug squad, the only squad that we didn't really have fucking sweet.
Yeah, they were corrupt back then, right?
Yeah, they were red hot.
Right.
The whole
red
fucking
hot,
lot of
that's
them.
the best.
Oh, they were fucking red hot. I could do business with them, but anyway, so, but there was one copper who was involved with them who hated me from a kid, right? Fucking hated me, and I fucking hated him.
Is this from back in Epping, or?
Yeah, Ronnie Murray, mate.
I think
fucking piece of shit.
Was he in the book?
Yeah.
Okay.
And anyway, so I go into the pub and I said, right. I said, you look a bit fucking nervous. He said, no, I'm all right. I said, the bloke, come out here. I walked out. I said, who's that bloke up there in the LTD? He said, that's me mate who drove me over. He said, he sells all the Buddha sticks. So he looked like a hippie.
Yeah.
Right? And I said, mate, I told you not to fucking bring no cunt.
Right.
Right? Come on your fucking own.
Yeah.
I said, where's the fucking money? He said, it's in the boot. Can you show me the gear? I went, open up the fucking thing of the car. I said, go and get the fucking money and throw it through the fucking window. Right? So I hopped into the car. I'm sitting there and I see him go up to the boot of the car. And I'm watching the fucking bloke. The next one, the boot goes up and then I can see him run through the fucking gap. Right? And I went, is he fucking running? Well, because I took my eye off the bloke in the car.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, I don't know how I did that. He come down the side of the car like that and went, BOOM! Well, as he come to the window, I went, oh, fuck. I turned and I went,
Wait, he shot at you?
yeah, I threw my hand over my fucking eyes like that.
Yeah.
And the pellets went, through the top of my head.
Could you feel them going over your head?
No, not really. I fucking, no, it just fucking claret fucking flew in my eyes and fucking, right? So next fucking minute, and the glass off. But they tried to say, they come up the road, you see him bloody murder, the copper comes out and he trips ass over head, and the gun goes off accidentally and blows out the driver's side. Right? Not the front driver's fucking side window, right? Yeah. It fucking went straight out and blew out the other fucking window and tried to take me head off. So when I went to trial,
right,
the old fucking judge, because I
trial
had another
over this thing?
when I had another gun in the car, and it was fucking headlines. Abbo Henry fucking arrested, fucking bang, 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 fucking drugs.
Did they get drugs or cash or?
Yeah.
What they get like? How much?
They got fucking. I think it was 8 ounces or a fucking pound of fucking heroin. Right. They're worth in those days 90,000 or something. In those days, right? 81.
Because it was all coming from like
today be worth fucking 250 or something.
Yeah,
right?
and it was all coming from like Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And we had our own connection for it. Right?
Yep.
So anyway. And it only just fucking come, this fucking shit. Anyway, so I fucking got it. And then, anyway, that happened. So they take me to North Sydney, Royal North Shore, take all the pellets out of me fucking head.
Oh, you had pellets in your head?
Yeah. Well, luckily they weren't real big ones. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had a fucking head.
Fuck.
Right? It was like fucking scatter shots, right?
Really?
Anyway, so thank fuck they didn't nip me right in the face. So anyway, I end up over the things, so I pull pellets out of me fucking head. I pull them out for a fucking year.
Yeah.
Anyway, then I end up...
Do you reckon you still got some in there?
Yeah, no, they're all out now, but they won't touch this one. I've still got one in the side.
Yeah.
Right, but they won't touch it because it's on the iris.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I get 7 years. I do business through Pedals In. I've got 7 years with 18 months for it, right?
For the heroin deal?
Yeah, but when I first go to trial, the judge says, I'm going to give you 25 fucking years. Well, when they wouldn't produce the undercover copper, they didn't want to produce him because it would have exposed him who he was.
Yeah.
Right? The case was aborted. Right? So it gave me a chance then to move on from that judge, old Judge Robinson, the old fucking dog, who said, you're right up the top of the tree. And the
bro, you're pretty lucky if they fucking aborted that one.
Fucking up there. So I get back to the remand, and then my mate comes out to see me. I said, go and see fucking Paddles. Anyway, next minute I'm before Judge Ford, get up before Judge Ford, and he said, yes, I had a lie detector test and everything, the first bloke in New South Wales to have it.
Yeah? Is this the new judge? Because
Yeah,
you
this
get
the
the
new
shit
judge.
one
This is the
dismissed.
judge that got fucking
Right.
handed the drink.
Right.
I got quizzed over this in the Royal Commission.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't nominate him. I said,
Right.
no, but he's dead now. But anyway, so I said, I said, so I get down in front of him and he said, yes, I don't believe that you pulled out a gun on the police, because that's what they said. I pulled out a gun on the police, so they shot me. Yeah, they just made it up. I didn't have fucking time.
Mate, it seems like, can I be real? It seems like they've made a lot of shit up about you over the years.
Oh, they have.
Like, it seems like every time you stick your fucking head out the window, he's done this, he's done that.
But what I did when I got out, see, a normal bloke would go, if he run into that copper, he'd run over and fucking want to kick his fucking head in, right? You know what I did?
Yeah.
I said, there you go, mate. He looked over and he went, oh, g'day, how you going? I said, come over here. He went, this is a white horse at Surrey Hills. He walked around and I said, no hard feelings. You did your job, I did fucking mine.
Yeah.
Right? And he said, 3 months later, he got fucking 3 of my mates off a fucking blue.
Yeah?
You know, for carrying guns, fucking hash, fucking, he said, all right, just give us a bag full. So they give him money because of me.
So what about that kid that he put in a fucking surfboard bag?
Yeah.
Like...
Most ridiculous thing I've ever fucking heard.
Tell me, please, because I want to know.
I couldn't believe it. Must have been absolute desperation. The first thing that came to my mind when it happened was they took him in the shed to do the business, then they realised he was wired up.
Really?
That's what I think. See, I think the coppers were on them all the time. Now, you've got to remember where the factory was. They're only the cameras that go like this. They just look straight down the car park.
Yep.
Right? If you see the camera on that fucking factory, when the car goes up the road, where he goes, the camera follows them and they see him hop into the...
I've seen the footage.
So they were watching, mate. They already knew. They lost contact, is what they did. That's what I fucking believe.
So you reckon this kid was...
I reckon it was a fucking setup all told. He was ready to set him up. He was already an informer.
Really?
Yeah, fucking 100%.
Wasn't the kid like 20 years old?
And you notice that the other blokes that drove him there,
yeah,
they just flew back to Malaysia.
I did notice that.
You know, like, they would have hunted him down and brought him back here and fucking...
Yeah, right. But can I ask though, because the kid was like, what, 20 years old?
Yeah.
So you reckon he was a young informer?
Yeah, they already procured him before that. Yeah, he turned informer.
But here's the thing, right? Like if they've taken this kid into the warehouse, and we'll never know who killed him. Like it is what it is. We'll just never know. Like how long's a piece of string?
Look how much they've always wanted to get Rogerson. Now, I'll take it back a step. Chris Flannery gets fucking murdered, disappears. Right? He could be in Mexico.
Do they know what happened?
No, they got no idea.
Okay.
But the only reason... Now, if I got fucking murdered tomorrow, they wouldn't know the fucking big inquest into mine. He had fucking 3. And the reason he had fucking 3...
Wait, who had 3?
Flannery's inquiry.
Really?
Yeah. The reason, and so many witnesses, because they thought Roger was involved and killed him.
Right.
Right? Which he fucking didn't. Had nothing to do with it.
Do you know who had anything to do with it?
Yes, of course.
Can't say on camera?
No.
Okay, cool. You take that one to the grave?
No, I'll take it to the grave.
Take it to the grave, my friend.
And if anyone's listening, I'm talking shit.
In theory, you would take it to the grave. That's what we're saying.
100%.
Okay, done. So in theory, if you knew, you'd take it to the grave.
Of course.
Done. All right, so you reckon they wanted to get Roger. So the reality is, Roger and his mate, they take this 20-year-old kid into a warehouse. The kid ends up dead in a surfboard bag, thrown into the ocean. Yep. We'll never know who did it. But the
that just goes to show that he never got rid of Flannery.
Yeah, well, there you go.
This silly cunt was floating up on the water. I mean, the first thing you do is put holes in their lungs so they fucking sink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's a fucking amateur.
Yeah.
So
okay, that's good.
That's his first fucking murder.
Yeah.
I mean, he shot him in police force, but he never got rid of no one. So all those series are fucking out the fucking door, mate.
But do you know what's funny? Like, you're the first person I've heard say, because everyone else is like, oh, he took this kid and he fucking whacked him.
Yeah.
You're the first one to be like, no, I don't think he did.
Yeah.
You don't reckon he did?
Oh, he whacked the kid.
Right.
The other bloke didn't. McNamara would have fucking shit himself. I mean, Roger was the only one who was game enough to fucking do that.
So do you reckon he was just desperate for cash?
Yeah, desperate for cash. But I believe he was fucking wired up, that fucking bloke, and I reckon they smothered all that. That's just my belief,
But
personal
can
belief.
I ask though, if he was wired up, they would have caught Roger Rogerson quicker, right? In theory? Or do you reckon they just let it sit for a little
They
bit?
did catch him. Caught him the fucking following day,
Yeah.
really.
Was it the following day?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
fuck
fucking
right.
round them up the next day. They fucking just went and fucking went to
Yeah.
McNamara, then 3 days later he surfaced or something.
Remember they had their news cameras everywhere at his house?
He was up at my mate's place. As soon as it happened, he flew out and went to Brisbane to my mate Mark Hammer Dixon's place, and fucking he stayed with him for a few days.
Roger
And
did.
then he got a call
I remember this.
off
I
the
remember this.
solicitor, and the solicitor said, "Mate, they want you down there. You better fucking come down." He said, "Well, I'll hand myself in on Monday."
So what are your final thoughts on him as a person? Like, give me your recap on who he was and what you think.
Likeable, fucking bloke.
Yep.
As a detective, feared by fucking many.
Why? Because he just put one in someone.
Yeah, he didn't fuck around with them when he was in the armed robbery squad. He'd just follow them. Like I had mates of mine, Purdy and fucking Peter Haggard and all them.
Yeah.
He'd chase them and just fucking blast them. And, you know, like when he shot Butchie Burns, as you see in Blue Murder, through the windows there, there's no doubt he shot the final blow, but so did Arnie Tees, the other bloke from the homicide squad, who was another fucking corrupt copper, who's dead now, but he was good value too. They ended up barristers.
Right.
But Roger was good company. Look, when I first got with fucking Ned and he introduced me to Roger, I thought, oh, I don't want to fucking hang around with fucking detectives.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, he said, this is part of the fucking game, mate. I said, well, you keep him fucking sweet. But he'd come into the company. There'd be a fucking team of crooks. I'm like,
I love the healthy fucking distrust you had for the authorities your whole life.
No, I tolerated it.
Yeah.
But I used to say to him, don't ever ask me nothing. If you ask me something, I'll knock you fucking out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The same to Roger, the same fucking all of them. Right? And
which I assume
and
never
they
did.
fucking knew. They already knew. Even when he said, when I started to knock around with Ned, he said, I'm knocking around with Abbo Henry. He said, oh, fuck, he's knocked a lot of police out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He said, you can't do that if he's fucking knocking around with you.
That's the
Right?
best.
So that was one thing that we talked about. And I said, well, don't annoy me. Don't fucking annoy me.
Quite simple rules.
Anyone fucking stands over me. I said, I only belted cunts that stood over me, right as a kid. I said, so I fucking used to fight them. And I said, I was fucking bashing fucking two of them one night. The fucking cab driver fucking run me over. I went underneath the cab.
Was this in Epping?
At Epping
Yeah,
Station,
I know
right at
that
the cab
story.
ring.
Yeah.
And
I think,
but look, he was a likeable bastard. If we said to him, listen, there's a robbery at so-and-so we're fucking looking at, will you go and get someone from the armed robbery squad? This one, he was out of the armed robbery squad and working at Darlinghurst. So we'd get someone from the armed robbery squad, they'd come and see fucking Ned. I'd say, you do the business. Just do the business. Whatever it's got to be done.
Yeah.
If we need them. If you don't fucking need them, don't fucking call them. So the only time you would do it if it was a hard place to get out of.
Right.
Like Cockatoo Island when I robbed there.
Yep.
Only one road out, so I didn't leave by road.
Can I ask super quick, what was on Cockatoo Island that you got? Like, what was...
Cockatoo Island was a payroll for the Navy and the fucking all the dock workers.
They had cash there.
So they said they used to take my mate. I got told by someone who worked there, and he said there's allegedly 750 there, right? So they reported 303. When we canned it, I went to 780 here, boys. They went, fucking how good's that? Really? They still reported as that, so it must mean black money. Must mean ghost money, you know? So ghost workers were working. So the fucking painters and dockers fucking rorting it, right? So...
all cash?
Yeah, all cash. So we went back and just chopped her up and fucking... But I went by boat.
Isn't it a tourist attraction now, Cockatoo Island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like
I said
you go there to have a picnic, meanwhile you fucking rob the joint.
But I said to my mate, I said, you go and get your copper fucking mate, because there's only one road out of here. And tell him that's where we're going, but we're going to try and have to get out of here quick. It was about fucking 3 miles out there, right?
Yeah.
And there was no way in the world I was going there.
Right.
So anyway, I snooped around and looked around, and then I found this boat shed. and it was down right on the fucking water. And I opened it up. Took me that fucking. No one had been in there for years.
Yeah.
So I went right out. So I fucking cleaned it all up so I could open it up easy, just around the fucking thing. It was in front of a big house right up there, right behind the fucking pub at Hunters Hill. Anyway, we hoisted the fucking car, and fucking I had one. I always used to steal 2 cars in case one got broken down or the coppers fucking blew the windows out or fucking whatever. Mate, I carried a kit with me, like fucking if people were wounded, but I had a rule. And Don, my mate down there will tell you, I won't say his name.
Yeah.
Cut that out.
No, we'll talk about that later.
He went, I said, if you get wounded mortally and you're in a bad fucking way, I'm going to finish you. All right? And that's the way it goes. So if you want to be in the fucking team, you got to fucking listen. That was the way I operated, mate. And that's why I was so successful, because we fucking went over stuff. Time. I said, right now.
Well, listen.
You know what I mean?
The proof's in the pudding, man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we've all got our weak spots, and your weak spot was definitely never fucking planning and coordinating.
No.
I think it was just a fucking short trigger for
mate,
shit
yeah,
human
mate,
beings
no, mate, yeah,
that
no.
need a fucking a bit of that, you know.
Well,
what
I think
mean?
they said when they wrote the fucking story, they said
Yeah.
the deadliest pub crawl in Sydney. It's on the fucking media somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, Google.
Yeah.
Deadliest pub crawl in Australia. It's like as if we all went out on the fucking piss and went through fucking 9 pubs in one night and fucking destroyed every
Where is
cunt.
the deadliest pub crawl in Australia?
Well, it just happened spasmodically in different joints. You know
Wait,
what
was
I mean?
this in one night?
No, but
No,
that's how they
okay.
tried to make it out, the deadliest pub. As if we went to the Iron Duke in fucking Alexandra that we
Right.
owned,
Yeah,
me and
yeah.
Dad, right? The Cauliflower Inn, the fucking Star, the fucking somewhere at Balmain,
Well,
the
they make up
Quarryman.
just go there and flog everyone.
Yeah, they reckon we'd just walk in and fucking battered everyone. Well, we did, but different nights. Know what I mean?
You're like, don't tell a story over this period of time.
Yeah,
When this,
it was a different, they were on different nights.
who wrote the story?
Fucking Steve Gibbs.
How long
Steve
ago?
Gibbs. Oh, fucking years ago. Yeah, just look it up.
About you and Ned?
Sydney's deadliest pub crawl. That's what it's called.
Do you mind if I just quickly write this
Yeah,
down so I
no.
don't forget?
Yeah.
So what does he say? He just ran around.
Oh
going
yeah,
to pubs,
he
bashing
tells you
people.
every pub we went to, fucking we smashed, fucking bit the ears off, fucking hit with bats.
Really? When was? Okay, I'm gonna read this after this. All right, this has been a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, chat.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to please bump the fist of
No worries, mate.
appreciation.
No
So
worries.
here's what I want to do last, man. Like, first of all, obviously I want to thank you for your time. Like, really appreciate it, brother.
that's
And
all right.
I really feel like we've captured some really good content.
Yeah.
Good studio sesh, good pub sesh.
Yeah.
Get to see a few of the boys after this.
That's right. 100%.
Driver, well, what more could you want in life? You know?
exactly.
So I'm very appreciative for that. I think the last thing that I want to finish on, and we touched on this in the car on the way here, is, you know, obviously you've had family, immediate family who've gotten involved in crime, and you've turned around and said, you know, do you realise how fucking shit it is? I feel like for you, not too dissimilar to me. Like, I never chose the hand that I was given in life.
Yeah.
But we're all given a hand.
Fucking over.
And you were given a
We're all
fucking...
meant to do something.
Correct. And you were given a fucking shit hand, but you played it the best you could. And to your credit...
I believe I was meant to go down the road.
100%.
Like, everything I could do, like, say I could fucking sing as a kid. I had a great voice, right? I mean, I was in choirs at fucking public school, and the teacher used to cry. I jumped out the fucking window one day.
No,
and
I
she
love
cried
these
a
stories.
fucking
I've read these.
you
I
know?
love these.
And like, I could fucking really smash them out, but and I didn't give a fuck about getting up in front of a crowd or fucking. I did
love that
it
story.
all the time.
And
as a teenager, run around the pubs singing in the tongue clip.
Listen, and I love that your...
And I beat people that ended up with fucking record deals.
No, and I love that your daughter's picked up on that skill.
Oh
I think
yeah,
that's
no,
fucking
she's
beautiful.
a beautiful singer.
But if you feel comfortable, like I know that like other people within the family have gotten involved in crime, and I know you've turned around and said, this is fucking shit, how do you like it?
Yeah.
And I know they've said to you, I'm not about this. So I think like...
But what I'm trying to say is, everything I tried to do, like tried to get singing jobs, right? I tried to get, I got offered band. Well, I didn't want to be in a band. I wanted to be a singer on my own, you know, up on the stage like Frank Sinatra fucking doing, right?
Good
was my
mafia
swan
fucking
song.
singer, by the way.
I love all that. And that was the songs we used to, I sang at Stan Smith's father's funeral,
Yeah?
my way. I sang at fucking Stan's funeral, my way.
Oh,
Right, fucking bought the house down. And but all the things I tried. That, I tried fucking working. I had brick trucks, I worked at the meat works, I fucking drilled fucking holes, I tried every fucking thing going.
yeah.
And I thought, I'm fucking sitting here struggling and I knew I'd been fucking hoisting since I was that high, fucking stealing stuff. You know, fucking money. And I remember these cunts at school who ended up being university degree blokes and all that, Bachelor of Arts and all that. Right? I go, what? You went right up because they used to say to me, oh, you'll amount to nothing.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And I went,
I had them
"Okay."
say that to me too.
Yeah. And I'd say, all right, how good. Next minute they'd be down the fucking pub and I'd see them down the pub. I'd say, how'd that fucking Bachelor of Arts work out for you? You know, and going to fucking year 6 and all that when I was kicked out at 14, right? And I said, well, are you travelling now? Oh, I'm a postman. I said, oh, what a pity. I'll pull out a fucking roll like that of fucking money to take a draft horse, right? I go,
Yeah.
I said, well, do you want to lend them a fucking couple of dollars? Right? Oh, they'd fucking spew.
So here's what I
used
think.
to love it.
Here's what I think.
I thought, well, that's the only rate I know, and I'm good at it.
Well, here's what I'm going
I
to
don't
say.
get caught.
I think no matter what you chose to do, it was always going to be 110%, and you would have succeeded at whatever you did. And I think
Yeah, I
there's
think
a
so.
I agree. I
Yeah.
genuinely believe that, and I think there's a generation of kids now who may think that like a life of crime is cool, but they may not realise what it's really like.
They have no idea.
So what's your advice to the people who want to go 110% into crime,
Oh, you just...
but who might not be prepared for that?
Well, and especially today.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's fucking not like it was,
It's
mate.
mental.
But it's a dangerous fucking life being involved in that fucking right up there at the top of the tree. Playing down there on the fucking little field, getting a little dribble here and a drink there and still working. Might fucking work for a lot of people and they do it.
Yeah.
You know, but playing right up in the fucking top of the grade there, like you got to remember we had protection from judges, fucking prosecutors, police, fucking you name it. We had every motherfucker. We were like a giant octopus that fucking sucked the fucking information out of every human being fucking going.
But you can't do that now.
And you can't do it. Like I talk to blokes who are bikies, who are big names in the bikie world.
I know
Good friends of mine,
I know
right?
who you're talking about.
Right?
Yeah.
And every different gang, but one especially, very great mate of mine.
Yeah.
And we have talks and he goes, fuck, I wish I was around then. Like, you know, because it's so fucking difficult.
There's no cameras then.
They still operate.
minutes.
But the thing is, it's mainly a drug world. It's just fucking drugs. You know, we dug fucking tunnels under fucking places to fucking steal a vault. You know what I mean? We'd dig for a week. You know what I mean? That's fucking exciting shit.
So now that those days are over, there's cameras, there's no more corruption.
Yep.
It's a new era.
Different
Would your best advice be to these people to stay away
I
if
would
they're not cut
say,
out for it?
get the fucking job, go to the mine, son, earn
That's
some
it.
fucking real money. My son went through it.
There you go.
Right, fucking destroyed him fucking self, knocked him around, got 8 years for 6, did it fucking hard. And I prayed. I said, make him do it fucking hard. Because I want him to come out of this fucking saying, fuck that, and that's what happened.
Right.
So my prayers have always been answered. So I've always said they should never have wrote the fucking story about Rocky Marciano and said, somebody up there loves me, right?
Yeah.
Somebody has been looking after me.
Brother,
And they always answer me.
on that note, ladies and gentlemen, Graham Henry, been an absolute fucking pleasure. Excited for the next one.
Good on you, mate.
Thank you,
Pleasure.
bro.
Pleasure.